Alex Boguski, over the months and years I was trying to get into Brisbane. I remember one day just, I was sitting in the airport, and I got really demented about some horrible customer service thing that I got with American Airlines or somebody. And I remember being so damn fucking worked up about it. And I just started thinking to myself, this industry needs a whole revamp. And I remember writing literally a 2-page, 3-page, not even an essay, more like a...
Manifesto?
Like a what?
Manifesto?
Yeah, I was like typing away at the airport, I was spending my time, and I started thinking stuff like why is it that when you fly, you can't find out who the pilot of the airplane is going to be? Why can't we rate stewardesses, pilots, co-pilots on their work? Very much the way we do, say, when you go to a restaurant. Why can't we do that? Maybe that would be a different way of looking at the airline industry. So I started digging a little deep more mentally. Why couldn't you come up and say, okay, online I'm booking my flight. You can see right nowadays, you know what kind of airplane you're going to be flying in. You know exactly where you can plug in your laptop if you sit at the right seat. You even know how early or how delayed the particular plane is. Well, gosh, you should know how many bags get lost in the airplane. There should be, I'm sure there's a record for that. That should be an open policy. So if somebody like Virgin Airlines wanted to really revolutionize the industry even more, that would be a really interesting approach. So I wrote this 2-page thing, and I sent it to Alex, and it's like, I know you guys are getting Virgin. Maybe this would be a great way of kind of pitching some ideas and doing something different. I took a stab. In other words, there's never a wrong approach to anything. The wrong approach is keeping your mouth shut and not trying.
I did that same thing for police officers.
Did you?
If you can rate police officers, then, and they get really low ratings, then they would have to do something about it.
Lose weight.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
15 donuts a day and you can't go a
Cop
mile.
couldn't catch me.
Yeah, exactly.
They get fired.
I think what we're touching up on is that a lot of times when you're in ad school, you think that you're only working on this 18 to 15 pieces you're working on, or that one ad that you're going to photograph or shoot and put in your reel to get the job, right? But this is the opportunity for you guys to really truly try things differently, turn the world upside down. How do you challenge yourselves to see the problem? Okay, so you get a brief that says, oh, this product tastes good. Literally, I've had some briefs like, oh, our product tastes better than the competition. And you're like, what do you do with that? Okay, well, you're not going to be able to crack it unless you train your brain to really think differently. And you got to break it down. You got to see it from different perspectives. We used to have I don't know if you ever got that list, but I had that list that had like 20 things, right? And then I can fax it to you so you can pass it around. It's kind of interesting. And it's like when you have the product and you're totally tapped for ideas, it's like, okay, so now if the product was in the moon, how would the product really behave? And what kind of ad would you do for that? And no matter how stupid the idea was, my partner and I would go back and forth. And all of a sudden you land on the best ideas, and they're so simple. You're like, oh, I never thought about it that way. So, you're here not to do 12 ads or 18 ads or whatever. You're here to make that brain work. Think about being in the spring training and you're batting, okay? And you're batting. And you're getting in that cage and you're batting, okay? Because you got to get up to speed. Right now, myself, I'm working on 5 briefs, okay? 5 projects, okay? And that includes 2 brands that are fully launching, and everything for me is due in concepts in the next 2 weeks. Literally coming over here, I'm writing ideas and scripts for one of my brands. I mean, I'll go have beers tonight, and I'm directing my mind. I'm thinking. I get calls from my partner and my CD, and we're doing this online. We communicate through IM all the time. So what you have to take advantage now that you're in ad school is really about getting up to speed, being able to bat fast and furious, and just keep trying. Cool.
What does Jerry look for in student books? Does he look at student books?
Yeah, he does. I've heard that he likes funny. Funny's the thing with him. Yeah, he loves SNL. He loves, heard from a couple of people that work for him at Chai and BBDO that he loves all reruns, the Jeffersons, funny. And now that I've been working for him for a month and a half or so, I'm recognizing more and more that they have to be very simple ideas, and it's like, how do you twist them? How do you twist them ever? So it's like, it's not wacky for just being wacky. I mean, if you think about it, that Skittle stuff, it was, I mean, it's very, very basic to it. A lot of it is in the right casting and the right performance. The spot I'll show you, the Fiber One spot here. This is the first spot that he sort of this here, and this is the spot that he helped create and direct. And I remember going through the casting, and I think he landed on. He's huge on casting. You know, like how do you recognize casting? Good casting is people that look genuine, that are not, you know, non-believable. You know, when you guys get to that point, I mean, it might be next year, because you guys might be out soon. It's like sometimes when you have a very simple idea, and you see the board, and you're like, oh, you know, I don't know. You can do so much if you hire the right director that has the right casting, people that are really genuine, that bring something to the table. And sometimes the producer will give you maybe like a round of casting. Okay, pick something from here. Well, you have to have enough assertiveness to say, you know what? No, it's not there quite yet. Let me go 2, 3 times, because none of you, or I would say none of you will, that's going to come out wrong. The chances that you'll be working at like the top shops, all of you, won't be quite there. More than likely, you'll be more like me, where it's sort of like not a huge sprint to the line, but more of a marathon and very paced. So when you get to that agency where you don't have Jerry Graff, you don't have Lee Cloud, or any of these guys at the top, you have to bring the stuff to the table yourself. Don't settle for mediocre casting. Settle for something really, really, really proper. So anyhow, that's enough saying that. So.
It's good for a free sample.
And I still can't taste the fiber.
Yeah, what's the deal? Fiber or yogurt? This is too good to be fiber.
It's too creamy to be fiber.
They have the emphasis.
Yes, I've tried all of these yogurts and there's no fiber in any of them.
Actually, there is. It's on the box.
So we gotta eat the box to get the fiber?
20% per serving.
She's almost had a whole day's worth already.
It's a real simple concept when you think about it. Not that difficult, but it was all about the casting. That's the woman from the West Wing. She showed up to the set wearing her glasses, looking really old and raggedy, and we were like, oh, this client's never going to go for a woman. I mean, she's not even the target. The target was late 20s, young girl, and look what we ended up with. A very old lady, right? And an African-American woman that shouldn't have been the play skinny, but we were able to focus the client and everyone else around making sure that the joke was paid right and that the performances were the best. Anyhow, so that's that. Here's the I would say a nice collection of the work that our agency has been doing for the last year or so.
And this isn't everything, because you had to hold back for Ken.
Yeah, so some of the attractiveness to bring me out here is I was hoping that I could bring you particularly all our print that just went to a con a couple of weeks ago. But due to contractual things with clients and stuff and confidentialities, couldn't do that. We gotta wait until after con, and then you guys will see it and so forth. I brought one ad campaign that I did when they come break the rules, and I'm proud of it. So I'll show it to you, and that's one of the many pieces that we sent this year to con. But here's the TV for the last 6 or 7 months that we've done. If you like what you see, come and work with us. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
First, give him a gift certificate to Gold Card World, which is enormous fun. Then, I want you to take this kitten that named Taffy and give it to him. On the second thought, I love Taffy too much. Give him a foot rub instead. And then when he's all happy, you give him this poncho that I made.
Simple.